been going well so far.
Excellent.
Okay, guys, we're recording. In your own time.
Ba-boom.
Three wise men on camels silhouetted against midnight blue sky. They move across magnificent scenery, visual beau feast with inspiring music. They look up at the star. Off they go again, uneasy tittering. The wise men enter Bethlehem and make their way through the streets. The town is very full, people sleeping outside. A few lights, even this late. The wise men look up again. They mystically arrive at the stable. Either that or a plumb line from the star is banging against the stable roof. They enter the stable. Or could a shaft of light shine suddenly directly on the roof of the stable? Think about it. Inside the stable, a fairly typical manger scene. Except there is no father in evidence. Three men approach the manger. Audience shift uneasily. Past animals, no ocelots. This bit is serious, please. They approach the mother. She is a rat bag. She wakes from a lightish doze, sees them, shrieks and falls backwards off her bale of straw. She's up again in a flash, looking guardedly at them.
Who are you?
We are three wise men.
What?
We are three wise men.
What are you doing creeping around a cowshed at 2 o'clock, eh? That doesn't sound very wise to me.
We are astrologers. We have come from the east.
Is this some kind of joke?
We wish to praise the infant.
Come on, what's your game?
We must pay homage to him.
Homage? You're all drunk, you are. Out, out, it's disgraceful. Come on.
No.
2 o'clock in the morning, bursting in here with some tale about Oriental fortune tellers. Get out!
No, we must see him.
Go and praise someone else's brat. Go on.
We were led by a star.
Led by a bottle more like. Get out!
We must see him. We have presents.
Out!
Gold, frankincense,
Myrrh.
myrrh.
Well, why didn't you say? He's over here. Sorry, this place is a bit of a mess. There he is. What's myrrh, anyway?
It is a valuable balm.
The balm? What are you giving me the balm for? It might bite him.
What?
It's a dangerous animal, isn't it? Throw it in the trough.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. It's a...
No, it isn't. It's an ointment.
An ointment?
Look.
Oh, there is an animal called a balm. Or did I dream it? Astrologers. What is he then? What star sign is he then?
Capricorn.
Capricorn, eh? What are they like?
He is the Son of God. Our Messiah.
King of the Jews.
Oh, that's Capricorn, is it?
No, that's just him.
Oh, I was going to say, otherwise there'd be a lot of them, wouldn't there?
By what name are you calling him?
Brian!
We worship you, O Brian, who art Lord over us all. Praise unto you, Brian, and to the Lord our Father. Amen.
Do you do a lot of this then?
What?
This praising.
No.
Oh, well, one of you passing by again, drop in. And thank you for the gold, it's lovely. So is the frankincense. But don't worry too much about the myrrh next time. Bye!
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Well, they were nice. Oh, they're bloody mines, but still. God, look at that. Oh.
Wide shot. Then wise men come back in and confer in corner of screen. Yeah. They then come forward and talk to Mandy. She gives them the presents back and receives a gift of cash. The wise men withdraw, and we go with them as they walk towards the entrance, or exit. They turn, and we see an identical manger scene in the other corner of the barn. Mary and Joseph and Jesus with halos. Music builds as we have ethereal effect. We pan back onto Mandy and her brat. It howls. Mandy pokes it with a long pole. Super titles, Monty Python's Life of Brian. Cut to big close-up of Jesus.
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu.
Judea, AD 33. Saturday afternoon. Shh. Two of those, please. A small one for mixed.
Deliver the Iron Hand's message, Dale, and the...
No, don't, Brian. I'm trying to listen.
His message was that...
There's a stoning on in town. Listening to this. What was that? I don't know. But wouldn't you rather see a stoning?
No, you would rather a stoning any day.
Was not your custom.
Blessed are the cheesemakers.
Who?
The cheesemakers, I think.
What?
What's so special about the cheesemaker? It's not meant to be taken literally.
It means all manufacturers of dairy produce.
It'll be a good one.
Stop what he's saying.
I can't hear.
Will you keep talking?
Will you keep quiet?
Shh! Don't pick your nose.
I wasn't picking my nose.
You were going to.
I wasn't.
Leave it alone. Give it a rest.
Do you mind? We're trying to hear what he's saying.
Don't you mind me? I'm talking to my husband.
Well, go and talk to him somewhere else. I can't hear a bloody thing.
Don't you swear at my wife.
I asked her to shut up, that's all, so we can hear, Big Nose.
Don't you call my husband Big Nose.
Well, he has got a big nose.
Could you be quiet, please? Did anyone hear that?
I don't know, I was too busy talking to Big Nose.
I think it was Blessed of the Greek.
The Greek?
Well, apparently he's going to inherit the earth.
Really? Did you catch his name?
See, if you hadn't been going on, you'd have heard that, Big Nose.
If you say that once more, I'll punch your face in.
Better keep listening. Might be a bit about blessed are the Big Noses.
Listen, one more time. I'll take you to the fucking cleaners, mate.
Please!
Language, and don't pick your nose.
I wasn't going to pick my nose, I was going to thump him.
You're not going to thump anybody.
It was the meat. The what?
What?
The meat, not the Greek.
Oh,
That's nice. I was hoping they would get something, because they have a hell of a time.
I'll thump him if he calls me Big Nose again.
oh, shut up, Big Nose.
I warned you. I'll slug you so hard, it'll take you till Thursday to find the pieces.
Come on.
Listen, I'm only telling him the truth. You have got a very big nose.
Look, your nose is going to be pretty big by the time I finish with you.
Who hit yours then, Glass, big brother?
One more word out of you.
Oh, do pipe down.
I'll get him. Stab his bloody nose right through the back of his head.
Hopeless. Look, we could still catch the stoning.
Get off me.
It's only,
Come on, please, moving. Quiet, everybody, come on.
Pigs! You clumsy brutes! Look, come on, Judy. Why can't they leave us alone? Judy! No, don't let them push you around. Roman bastards, we don't want you here. Look, come on. They're only breaking up a fight. What side are you on anyway? Imperialist pigs? It was a fight. They were trying to stop a fight. You were complaining you couldn't hear. They were only doing their job. Doing their job? They're an army of occupation.
Forget it.
What do you mean, forget it?
If you're off on that again.
Look.
Oh, excuse me, go on. Move along.
I see you well enough too, Judith. What? Oh, yes, we couldn't hear. We could hear. What?
Well, blessed is just about everyone with a vested interest in the status quo, as far as I can make out.
What Jesus blatantly fails to appreciate, Judith, is the meek who are the problem. Yes, I see. See you tomorrow. Yes, bye. Bye.
Were they some of your group?
Yeah, the tall one's Reg. I wish you'd leave off. He may not be personally attractive, but he's the sort of man we need if we're to liberate ourselves.
We should liberate yourself.
Well, think about his sex. What about changing society?
We can do that afterwards.
I mean, why aren't women allowed to go to stonings? It's positively Chaldean.
It is written.
There, you see, you just accept things. That's why I admire Reg. He questions things. He doesn't just behave like a bloody sheep. Sorry.
Don't.
Come on.
No, not in the beard.
Psst. Beard, madam?
I haven't got time to go to stonings. The donkey's not well again.
Want a few stones, sir?
Well, they have them up there, don't they?
Not like these. Look at that. That's craftsmanship.
Do you want one?
Yeah, all right.
2 with points and a big flat one, please.
Can I have a flat one?
All right, 2 points, 2 flats, and a packet of gravel.
Cut to the stoning place. An official stands there with some helpers confronting the potential stonee. Matthias, a large crowd watches. 90% of them are women in beards. Around the perimeter are a few Roman troops. Matthias, son of Deuteronomy of Gath.
Do I say yes?
Yes.
Yes?
You have been found guilty by the elders of the town of uttering the name of our Lord, and as a blasphemer, you are to be stoned.
Oh, hello, Mum.
Hello, Brian. Look, I'd had a lovely supper, and all I said to my wife was, that piece of halibut was good enough for Jehovah, and she turned me in.
Blasphemy! He said it again!
Yes, he did!
Did you hear him?
Yes, we did!
Are there any women here? Right, now, Matthias, by virtue of the authority...
Ow! Oh, lay off! We haven't started
Come
yet.
on, who threw that? Come on! Who threw that stone?
Sorry, I thought we'd started.
Go to the back.
Oh.
Now, where were we?
Look, I don't think it ought to be a blasphemy just saying Jehovah.
You're only making it worse for yourself.
Making it worse? How can it be worse? Jehovah, Jehovah, Jehovah!
I'm warning you. If you say Jehovah right. Who's that?
It was him.
Was it you?
Yes.
All right.
But you said Jehovah.
Right, stop that immediately. Now, no one is to stone anyone until I say so. Even, and I want to make this absolutely clear, even if they do say Jehovah.
Oh, that'll learn you.
Yeah. 5 women carrying a huge rock run up and drop it on the official. Everyone claps. They start peeping underneath it.
You've killed him. You've killed him. This is murder.
Well, he did say Jehovah.
She runs, the other women run to the various stone salesmen and then off after her, leaving Mandy, Brian and Judith, one or two of the older bearded ladies behind. The Romans show little interest in the proceedings. Matthew comes into view and disappears in the opposite direction, running fast. The officials are kneeling round the stoned official. Mandy touches official 2 on the shoulder.
Very good this afternoon.
What?
Really good, excellent. Thank you very much indeed. Never knew which way it was going to go.
Mandy, Brian and Judith walk off. Judith glances slightly challengingly at a Roman that they have to pass. He smiles back.
Hello, beautiful. Come on.
What did you say?
You got a lovely pair there, sunshine.
Now look.
Don't speak to my son like that, you leather queen.
Oh.
Cheeky devil. Nice legs, though.
One day...
Spare of talent for an old ex-leper, sir?
Buzz off!
Spare of talent for an old ex-leper, sir?
A talent? That's more than I earn in a month.
Half a talent, then.
No.
Come on, let's haggle. It's fun.
No.
Right, so we'll cut the haggling. Say you start at 1 shekel, I open at 2,000. We'd have met at about 1,800.
No.
1,750.
Go away.
1,740.
Will you leave me alone?
Call it 2. 2 shekels, eh? Isn't it fun, eh?
I'm not giving you any money.
My final offer. 1 shekel for an old ex-leper, sir. God bless you.
Did you say ex-leper?
Yes, miss. I was a leper, sir. 16 years behind the belt. I'm proud of it, thank you, sir.
What happened?
I was cured, miss.
Cured?
It was a bloody miracle, sir. Thank you.
Wait a moment. Who cured you?
Jesus did. I was hopping along, minding my own business, and all of a sudden, up he comes, the bastard cures me. 1 minute, I'm a leper with a trade. Next moment, my livelihood's gone. Not so much as a buy a leave. You're cured, mate. It's on you.
You mean you're sorry he cured you?
Look, I'm not saying that being a leper was a bowl of cherries, but it was a living. What? I mean, you try waving muscular, sun-tanned limbs in people's faces demanding compassion. It's a bloody disaster.
But you can get a proper job now.
Sir, my family has been in begging 6 generations. I'm not about to become a goater just because some long-haired conjurer starts fucking about. Just like that, you're cured. Bloody do-gooder.
Well, why don't you go and tell him that you want to be a leper again?
Yeah, well, I did. I could do that, sir.
You did?
Yeah. It might be better if I asked him if he could, just make me a bit lame in one leg during a week. Something beggable, but not leprosy, which is a pain in the arse, to be quite blunt, sir. Excuse my French, but, thank you, sir. You're a real Jew.
Oh, come on, Judith.
Sorry, I was just thinking how difficult it is to please some people.
That's exactly what Jesus said, sir.
Inside Brian's house, Mandy and Judith are hanging up their beards on a beard rack. Mandy goes into another room. Judith turns to Brian. Mum said, do you want to come to dinner tonight?
Yes, I'd love to.
Have you done your room yet?
I'm going to do it, Mum.
When?
Well, I can't this evening, Mum.
Why not?
The Iscariots have asked me over.
Tonight? I was going to do dog.
Couldn't we have it tomorrow night?
If you've done your room.
Well, I've got to be at the amphitheatre tomorrow night, Mum.
Well, you're not getting any dog till you do.
We're having our meeting at the amphitheatre tomorrow.
Are you?
Do you want to meet them afterwards?
What meeting would this be, then?
It's a political discussion group I belong to, Mrs. Grade.
Anti-Roman, I suppose?
Well, we don't want them in our country, Mrs. Grade. They are imperialists.
Now, at least they keep their rooms clean. Don't you start getting involved in that sort of thing, Brian. Do you hear me?
I shall if I want to, Mother.
Oh, will you?
Well, yes. I am 33.
And what have you got against the Romans, Brian, eh?
I hate the bastards.
Oh, you do you? Well, that's very interesting, isn't it, Brian? Going to drive them all into the sea when you've cleaned your room, are you? Don't forget, my boy, if it wasn't for them...
What?
You ask Brian!
I don't know what she's on about.
Well, will you come?
Yes, all right.
Has he told you then?
What?
About Roman bastards? He's one, you see. His father was a centurion.
What?
His father was a Roman.
Judith.
You mean you were raped?
At first, yes.
Judith, look, I never saw him.
Full of fine words he was. Oh, yes. Promised me the known world he did. I was going to be taken to Rome, housed by the Forum, slaves, asses' milk, as much gold as I could eat. Then he, having his way with me, had, vroom, like a rat out of an aqueduct.
Typical.
Yeah, I went down to the barracks a couple of months later. Could I have a word with Nautius Maximus? I said. Nautius Maximus, they said. You've been had, missus. You've been had.
The bastards! The patronising colonialist bastards! We'll get them!
Yes, yes. Go and drive yourself halfway to the sea, dear. Then you can go and clean your room out. What would you like for tea, Judith?
Cut to Brian carrying a tray of assorted Roman delicacies. He's looking around him as he shouts.
Lark's tongues, wren's livers, chaffinch brains.
We seize one of the sales staff in a very underattended amphitheatre. The arena's being cleared of the last item, various limbs being put into baskets. A Roman shouts from the front row.
Lark's tongues!
Brian goes forward. We see Judith and the revolutionaries, Reg, Francis and Stan sitting a few rows back. Judith has an aisle seat. Suddenly there's a roar from the crowd. A fearsome gladiator lumbers into the arena. Brian takes the opportunity of talking to Judith.
He's good, this bloke. He killed 2 tigers last week with his bare hands. He punched one so hard its head came off.
Could I have some nuts, please, brother?
I haven't got any nuts, sorry. I've got wren's livers, badger's spleens, and lark's tongues.
No.
Otter's noses?
No, I don't want any of that Roman rubbish.
Why don't you sell proper food?
Proper food?
Yeah, not those rich imperialist titbits.
Well, don't blame me. I didn't ask to sell them.
All right. Bag of Otter's noses, then, please.
A Samaritan is pushed out in the arena. A little applause. He disappears again. He reappears, being pushed into the arena, and the door behind him is slammed closed. The gladiator advances on him. The Samaritan starts undressing. The gladiator pauses, puzzled, then approaches again. By now the Samaritan is down to his Y-fronts. He takes one look at the gladiator and sets off at full speed round the perimeter of the arena. The gladiator lumbers after him. After a few seconds it becomes apparent that the Samaritan is going to take a lot of catching. Reg passes the bag of Otter's noses around. Bloody elitist catering.
Yeah, typical imperialist aggressor grub.
Yes.
Anyway, as I was saying, it is the unalienable right of every man
And woman.
And woman to rid himself
Or herself.
Or herself. Agreed. Thank you, brother.
Or sister.
or sister. Thank you, brother. Where was I?
I thought you finished.
Oh, did I? Right, furthermore, it's the birthright of every man.
Or woman.
Why don't you shut up about the women, Stan? You're putting him off.
Women have a right to play a part in our movement. Women...
Why are you always on about women, Stan?
I want to be one.
What?
I want to be a woman. From now on, I want you all to call me Loretta.
What?
It's my right as a man.
Why do you want to be Loretta, Stan?
I want to have babies.
You want to have babies?
It's every man's right to have babies if he wants them.
But you can't have babies.
Don't you oppress me.
I'm not oppressing you, Stan, but you haven't got a womb. I mean, where's the fetus going to gestate? You're going to keep it in a box? Yeah, I've got an idea. Supposing we agree that he can't actually have babies, not having a womb, which is nobody's fault, not even the Romans.
What?
But that he can have the right to have babies.
Good idea, good idea. We shall fight the oppressors for your right to have babies, brother. Sister, sorry.
What's the point?
What?
What's the point of fighting for his right to have babies when he can't have babies?
It is symbolic of our struggle against oppression.
Symbolic of his struggle against reality.
Judith! Go on, fight!
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you. Go on, fight him!
Have you seen him?
We came here to watch a good fight.
That's your problem, mate.
Oh, come on.
You want a good fight? You fight him. I should die so young.
The gladiator's almost on top of the Samaritan, but he's off again like a shot, and the distance between the two of them opens up rapidly. The crowd growing increasingly restive, and 1 or 2 fights break out. Come on. What a load of rubbish.
I hate the Romans as much as anybody.
Look at you. I mean, just look at you peddling that garbage.
I don't want to sell this stuff, but I've got to work.
He's got him! A close-up of the gladiator. The gladiator is having a heart attack from the heat. The Samaritan seizes his chance, picks up the gladiator's sword and runs him through. A few cheers from the Jews. Hooray! Well done! Appalling. The Romans are disappointed.
Well, anyone can talk about revolution. That's the easy bit, isn't it?
Oh, I see. You're going to do something about it, are you?
Well, you never know.
Don't I? Cut back to the ring. The Samaritan is responding to the cheers by leaping around like a winning goal scorer. Oi! Hey! Back to the revolutionaries. They're all applauding rather they're all applauding rather loudly to irritate the Romans. Judith joins in. Brian looks at her. He's about to say something. He looks at the jeering Jews and then across the aisle to a group of fat Romans who are looking disapprovingly at this open display of defiance. Brian hesitates for a moment, then wrenches the tray off and drops it to the floor in a defiant gesture. Judith looks at him in surprise. He catches her eye. He looks determined and, realising that he's making something of an impression on her, turns on his heel and walks boldly through the exit. Judith watches him go, puzzled.
Yes. The exterior of Pilate's palace in the early evening. In one corner of Pilate's palace, Brian is furtively writing a slogan on the wall. A centurion comes up to him.
What's this then? Romanes eunt domus. People called Romanes, they went. House in the nominative?
It says Romans go home.
No, it doesn't. What's Latin for Roman? Come on.
Romanus?
Goes like?
Annus.
Vocative plural of annus is.
Anni?
Roman I. Now, what is this eunt?
Go.
Conjugate the verb to go. Conjugate it, boy. Come on.
Eo is it. Imus. It is. Eunt.
So eunt is?
Third person plural present indicative. They go.
And you are ordering, so you must use
the imperative,
which is. How many Romans?
Plural. Ite.
Domus. What is domus? Romans go home. This is motion towards, isn't it, boy?
Dative, sir.
Dative?
No, not dative.
What?
Accusative. Domus. Domum. Ad domum, sir.
Except that domus takes the...
The locative. The locative, sir.
Which is?
Domum.
So we have domai, ite, domum. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now write it out 100 times.
Yes, sir.
And if it isn't done by sunset, I'll cut your balls off.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar, sir. And everything. Thank you, sir.
As the Romans go, some stay behind to enforce the punishment. We fade up again sometime later. By use of a ladder, Brian has virtually covered the wall with Romane ite domum. He finishes the 100th line, and the 2 Romans in the background. One calls out,
Right! Now don't do it again!
They go. Brian looks rather pleased with his achievement. At the same moment, 2 other centurions come around the corner. Their names are Andy, Seymour, Stevie, and Jocelyn. They stop and look at Brian. Hello.
Evening.
What's all this then?
Took quite a time. Oh, look. I was acting under...
What? Get him!
Go on.
Seymour, grab his knees.
Orders!
Brian flees down a side street with the centurions in full pursuit. He's suddenly grabbed and pulled into the shadows by Matthias. Shh. The Romans run past. Cut to the interior of a dark cellar. It is night. There's a group of men clustered round a table.
We get through into the underground heating system here, up through to the main floor here. Now, Pilate's wife's bedroom is here.
Where's his room?
Pilate's down here. So, down to her room, grab her, bring her back here.
And then tell Pilate we got her and issue our demands.
Yeah.
That's it. Any questions?
What exactly are the demands?
We're giving Pilate 2 days to dismantle the entire apparatus of the Roman imperialist state. And if he doesn't agree immediately, we execute her.
Cut her head off?
Cut all the bits off and send them back every hour on the hour. Show him we're not to be trifled with.
Also, we're demanding a 10-foot mahogany statue of the Emperor Julius Caesar with his cock hanging out.
What? I'll never agree to that.
That's just a bargaining counter. And of course, we point out that they bear full responsibility when we chop her up, and that we shall not submit to blackmail.
No blackmail!
Right. They've bled us white, the bastards. They've taken everything we had, not just from us, from our fathers and from our fathers' fathers.
And our fathers' fathers' fathers.
Yes.
And our fathers' 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 fathers.
All right, don't labour the point. And what have they given us in return?
The aqueduct.
What?
The aqueduct.
Yeah, they gave us the aqueduct. Yeah, that's true.
And the sanitation.
Oh, yeah, sanitation. You remember what the city used to be like?
Yeah, it's terrible, wasn't it?
All right. I'll grant you that the aqueduct and the sanitation are two things that the Romans have done.
And the roads?
Well, yes, obviously, the roads go without saying. But apart from the aqueduct, the sanitation and the roads...
Irrigation.
Medicine.
Education.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
And the wine.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, yeah.
The wine. Yeah, that's one thing we really miss if the Romans left.
Public baths.
And it's safe to walk in the streets at night now.
Yeah, they do know how to keep order. Yeah. Let's face it, they're the only ones who do in a place like this.
All right. But apart from better sanitation and medicine and education and irrigation and public health and roads and a freshwater system and baths and public order, what have the Romans done for us?
Brought peace.
What? Oh, peace, yeah. Shh. It's all right. It's Matthias.
Peter called Matthias?
No, Matthias called Matthias.
Evening, brothers. I've with me one Brian who wishes to join us.
Oh?
Good evening.
How can we be sure he's one of us, Matthias?
He's written anti-imperialist slogans all over the side of Pilate's palace, that's all.
He didn't.
He did.
We need doers in our movement, brother. You wish to join us?
Well,
Before you speak, know this. There is not one of us here who would not gladly suffer death to rid this country of the Romans once and for all.
One?
Well, there is one, but otherwise we're solid.
and you're the Judeans People's Front?
Fuck off.
What?
Judean People's Front? We're the People's Front of Judea. Fucking Judean People's Front.
Fucking wankers.
The People's Front fucking gets things done. We're not a load of fucking splitters. Splitters! Judean fucking People's Front.
By the way, look, which are you again?
We're the People's Front of fucking Judea. Now, you with us?
Yes, I am.
You mean you fucking are?
Yes.
You understand, if you want to join the PFJ, Brian, you've got to really hate the Romans.
I do.
How much?
A lot.
Good, you're in. We hate them so much, we get severe stomach upset.
I hate them so sincerely, my legs ache and I have to go and lie down.
I hate them so much. I just don't know what to do sometimes.
See? The only people we hate more than the Romans are the fucking Judean People's Front.
And the Judean Popular People's Front?
Yes! The People's Front of Judea! Yeah!
What?
The People's Front of Judea! Spitters! Cunts! Bastards!
We're the People's Front of Judea.
Are we? I thought we were the Popular Front.
People's Front, cunt. The Popular Front split from the People's Front when they became unpopular with the people who split from the People's Popular Front.
Spitters!
We hate them! So, welcome, Brian, to the People's Popular Front of Judea.
Welcome, Brian. Welcome, Brian. Nice to have you.
To whatever it is. Well,
Exterior Pilate's Palace, night. Several Roman soldiers are hoisted up on scaffolding cradles up the side of the palace, scrubbing Brian's slogans off the walls. They have scrubbing brushes and buckets. The camera zooms in. One of them drops his bucket. The camera goes down with it and zooms into the ground. Cut to the ground below. The crash of the bucket echoes. The revolutionaries are in the tunnel below the ground. They've all frozen and are looking up at the sound where the buckets come from. They start to crawl on through the tunnel.
Here we are. Hammer. Ready.
The revolutionary leader takes his hammer and cold chisel. The hammer is raised. This is a tense moment. The hammer firmly but gently strikes the tile. At the same moment, a hole appears in the wall on the revolutionary leader's left. A face similarly black is looking through at them.
Evening.
Good evening.
Hot, isn't it?
Yes.
You can say that again.
Yeah.
Hot is the word, all right. People's Front of Judea officials.
Campaign for free Galilee.
You going in?
Aye, yeah.
Right, on with the struggle then.
Aye, to the final overthrow of Roman petty bourgeois imperialism.
What?
To the final overthrow of petty bourgeois imperialism.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Right. They both knock through into the wall of the palace. Inside the hypercourse, the underground heating system, 2 holes appear in the wall. The 2 teams of revolutionaries heave themselves through. As they do so, they glance over at each other with obviously mixed feelings. However, they nod politely and smile at each other when their eyes meet. Taking different but parallel courses, they make their way through the hypercourse towards the far end. Look at that craftsmanship. They brought that all the way from Ravenna.
The Romans can eat the whole palace from under here.
Brilliant. Shh. Have you seen the mosaics in the atrium?
Bit naughty, aren't they?
That's another thing I admire about the Romans. Their attitude to sex.
Shut up. Give me a hand.
Sorry. They move a stone slab in the floor above their heads. With great caution, they heave it and look through to the room above. It is empty. They push the slab to one side, start to haul themselves out into the room. As they do so, they notice another slab at the other end of the room starting to move, and another lot of revolutions appear through a similar hole. They eye each other with some misgivings.
Good luck.
Keep up the struggle.
Yeah.
Keep up the struggle.
Romans out.
Hide.
They scatter and dive for cover.
Lucillus! It's Portypools. Are you hiding? I'm coming to find you.
Feel that cloth?
Oh, there you are. I'm coming after you.
The revolutionaries come out of hiding.
Solidarity.
Solidarity. We follow our revolutionary group through the house, furtively, occasionally dodging out of the way. The Roman hide-and-seek is going on in the background. Eventually they come downstairs. Slowly, furtively, they run up the stairs, are suddenly aware that up the other side of the stairs, the second group of revolutionaries come running up. They stop together outside the door.
Where are you going?
We're going to kidnap Pilate's wife.
What? We're going to kidnap Pilate's wife, take her back, issue demands.
So are we.
What?
That's our plan.
No, well, we were here first.
What?
We were here first.
What do you mean?
We thought of it first.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
You got all your demands worked out then?
Of course we have.
What are they then?
Yeah, we're not telling you.
That's not the point. Look, we thought of it before you, anyhow.
Did not.
Yeah, we did.
They didn't.
Look, we've been planning this for months, you bastards.
Tough titty.
Yeah, tough.
Brothers, we should not be struggling together.
Care for the paintwork.
We mustn't fight with each other, surely. We should be united against the common enemy.
The Judean People's Front!
No, the Romans!
Look, let's get her, and then we can argue afterwards.
Hey.
They open the door stealthily and creep towards the couch on which Pilate's wife sleeps. A very large woman. The 2 leaders quickly slip a gag in her mouth and fasten it securely. 3 of the others pin her arms. Nothing happens for a moment except that Pilate's wife struggles a bit. Then, bit by bit, almost imperceptibly, her struggles succeed in upsetting the raiders trying to hold her down. She starts to drag herself off the bed with them all desperately trying to hold her down. More raiders try to hold her, but she's too strong for them. She gets clear of the bed and starts to move off round the room, trying valiantly to shake off the kidnapper. She dislodges a couple and treads on one hand. She kicks another in the crutch. Another slips off and they all fall in a heap. 2 more are badly crushed in this manner. All this proceeds in virtual silence. She rises again and shakes another off. The raiders are beginning to panic as she inexorably overcomes their combined power. One raider draws a sword but is discouraged from using it. Another gets injured. Pilate's wife now sets off irresistibly towards the door, taking all with her. As Pilate's wife gets through the door, all the revolutionaries who are clinging onto her are knocked off except for Brian, who holds onto her back for dear life. She darts into an alcove to avoid her pursuers, rams Brian up against the wall, then darts out the other way, leaving Brian crushed and winded, his agonised groan before her arm. The revolutionaries run back after her. Pilate's wife races off down a corridor with the raiders in pursuit. She turns a corner and perhaps dodges back into an alcove or something equally corny. The raiders all rush past. She then doubles back up the corridor, up the stairs, bolts back into her room, slams the door and locks it. The raiders have meanwhile realised the simple ploy, double back up the stairs, but too late. They rush up to the door, grapple with the doorknob unavailingly. One puts his shoulder to the door. Obviously, it is hopeless.
Shit!
I don't believe it.
What did you let us go for?
What?
What? Hey, didn't you tie it down properly when we gigged her?
Us? We didn't. Why did you hang on to her? No, bloody didn't. You couldn't catch a cold, you lot. Watch out. The fight breaks out. Only more violence. The Romans gather in the hall below the stairs and watch in amazement as the two groups beat the shit out of each other. Several raiders are already dead or dying. Brian is trying unavailingly to stop the fighting.
Brothers,
everyone is
seriously, no!
Brian stands helplessly looking around. The Romans approach Brian heroically. He draws his sword. Slowly a door opens behind him. Pilate's enormous wife emerges and knocks him over. Blackness.
Brian is flung into a dark cell. He's in chains. The door is slammed on him, and the jailer spits in his face. Suddenly a voice comes out of the darkness.
You lucky bastard.
Who's that?
You lucky bastard.
What?
Oh, proper little jailer's pet, aren't we?
What do you mean?
You must have slipped him a few shekels.
Slipped him a few shekels? You saw him spit in my face.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to be spat at in the face. I sometimes hang awake at night dreaming of being spat at in the face.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly friendly, is it? I mean, I've been in manacles for 3 days.
Manacles? Oh, my idea of heaven is to be allowed to be put in manacles just for a few days. Oh, they must think the sun shines out of your arse, sonny.
Listen, they beat me up before they threw me in here.
Oh, yeah? The only day they don't beat me up is on my birthday.
Shut up.
Well, your time makes me sick. You come in here, get treated like royalty, and everyone outside thinks you're a bloody martyr.
Lay off, will you? I had a hard time.
You've had a hard time? Listen, sonny, I've been here 5 years. They've only hung me the right way up yesterday. So don't you...
All right.
I just wish I had half your luck, that's all. They must think you're God all bloody mighty.
What'll they do to me?
Oh, you'll probably get away with crucifixion.
Crucifixion?
Yeah, first offence.
That's one thing you cannot say. Crucifixion is the
best thing the Romans ever did for us.
What?
If we didn't have crucifixions, this country'd been a right bloody mess, I tell you.
Guard!
Nail them up, I say.
Oh, guard!
Nail a bit of sense into them.
What do you want? Come on, what do you want?
I demand to be moved to another cell.
Oh, look at that! Bloody favouritism.
Shut up, you.
Sorry. Now, take my case. They hung me up in here 5 years ago. Every night they take me down for a couple of hours, then they hang me up again. Which I regard as very fair, in view of what I did. And if nothing else, it's taught me to respect those Romans. And it's taught me that if you're going to get anywhere in life, you've got to be prepared to do a fair day's work for a fair day's...
Shut up!
Right, Pilate wants to see you. Well, get up.
Pilate? What does he want to see me for?
Oh, I think he wants to know which way up you want to be crucified.
Nice one, Centurion. Nice one, I like it.
Shut up.
Oh. Terrific race, the Romans. Terrific.
Brian is dragged by the guards into Pilate's impressive reception room.
Only one survivor, sir.
Throw him to the floor.
What, sir?
Throw him to the floor.
Ah.
What is your name, Jew?
Brian.
Brian?
No, Brian.
What?
Brian, not Brian.
Strike him, Centurion. Roughly. So, you dare to wade us?
To what?
Centurion? The wascal has spirit.
As what, sir?
Spirit.
Yes, he did, sir.
No. Spirit. Bravado. Tell me, Brian, why do you hate us women so?
Because you're bastards!
Really? How would you know?
My father was a Roman. That's how.
Your father was a Roman?
Unfortunately for him.
Who was he?
I don't know. He was a centurion.
Where?
Here.
In the Jerusalem garrison? What is his name?
Nautius Maximus.
Centurion, Do you have anyone in the garrison by that name?
No, sir.
You sound very sure. Have you checked?
Oh, no, sir, I think it's a joke, sir. It's like, Sirius Parvus or Biggest Dickers.
What's so funny about that, Centurion?
Well, it's a sort of joke name, sir, sorry.
I have a great friend in Rome called Biggest Dickers. Silence! What is all this insolence? You will find yourself in gladiator school very quickly with behaviour like that. Wait till Biggest hears of this. What? Centurion! Centurion! Put that man under arrest.
Under a what, sir?
Arrest!
Arrest.
I will not have my friends ridiculed by the common soldiery. Now, anyone else feel like a little giggle when I mention my friend? Biggest Dickers? Are you quite sure, eh? You don't find it reasonable anymore when I say Biggest Dickers? He has a wife, you know. You know what she's called? She's called Floria. Floria Titus. Brian has been eyeing the end of the room.
During the general pandemonium, Brian takes his opportunity to leap out of the window.
Aha! Wait, it's the 6th floor.
Brian leaps out of the window, landing in the scaffolding trolley pulley that crashes down to the floor. He saves himself by a series of amazing escapes, and all the Romans are hit on the head. A passerby looks at this miraculous bit of business.
You jammy bastard.
Brian runs away as fast as he can.
Okay.
At speed.
A number of Roman soldiers come running out of Pilate's palace. Although they clearly intend to pursue Brian, they equally clearly have not had time to see where he's gone. Anyway, they're hit on the head by the other bit of the trolley coming down.
Bang.
Brian fleeing from the Romans. Brian dashes into a square where several stalls have been set up and where several teachers are standing teaching. He sees the man who was selling beards at the stoning and grabs a beard from him, pressing some coins into his hand. He now runs up to a stall selling robes with hoods and picks up one, saying to the stall holder,
Quick, give me one. How much?
20 shekels.
Right.
What?
They are.
Wait a moment.
What?
We're supposed to haggle.
No. I haven't got to...
What do you mean, no?
Look, I haven't got time.
Give it back.
I've got to...
Give it back.
No, look, I paid
But
you.
Yeah?
this bloke won't haggle.
Where are the guards?
No, all right. I mean, do we have to?
No, I want 20 for that.
I gave you 20.
Now, are you telling me that's not worth 20 shekels?
No.
Feel the quality, feel it.
Oh, no, I'll give you 19.
No, do it properly.
What?
Haggle properly. This isn't worth 19.
Look, I just said it was worth 20.
Come on, Bert.
Well, I'll give you 10.
That's more like it. 10? Are you trying to insult me? Me with a poor dying grandmother? 10?
11.
Now you're getting it. 11? Did I hear you right? 11? This cost me 12. You want to ruin me?
That's 17.
17?
18.
No. You go to 14 now.
14.
14? Are you joking?
No, that's what you told me to say.
Oh, God almighty.
Look, tell me what to say, please.
Offer me 14.
I'll give you 14.
He's offering me 14 for this.
15.
17. My last word. I won't take a penny less or strike me dead.
16.
Done.
Oh.
Nice to do business with you. Tell you what, I'll throw in this as well.
Gives Brian a gore.
I don't want to, but thanks.
But
Yeah?
All right, give it to me. Thank you.
where's the 16 then?
I already gave you 20.
Oh, yeah, that's 4 I owe you then.
It's all right, it doesn't matter.
Hang on.
Look, it's all right. That's 4 for the gourd. That's fine.
4 for this gourd? 4? Look at it. That's worth 10 if it's worth a shekel.
Look, you just gave it to me for nothing.
Yes, but it's worth 10.
All right.
No. It's not worth 10. You're supposed to argue. 10 for that? You must be mad. Oh, well, there's one born every minute.
Brian runs on a little way, past some people, stops, puts down the gourd, slips on the robe and hurries off. After 4 paces, an official shouts at him, "Oi!
Yes?
You left this." He hands the gourd back to Brian.
Oh, thank you.
Brian walks off with it, puts it down just round the corner of a stall, pops round the next corner, sees 2 centurions coming, retreats, and is given the gourd back by a man.
You left this?
Oh, thanks.
He hurries off with it, looks around the square and sees Romans coming in at several of the entrances. One lot of Romans already looking carefully at some of the people listening to one of the teachers, peering into their faces and handing them quite roughly. Brian puts the gourd down and runs to an unguarded entrance, but just as he gets there, some Romans come through it and he shears off, hurrying back to the middle of the square. As he does so, a little kid gives him back his gourd.
Here you are, mister.
Brian now finds himself quite near some prowling Romans. Finding himself the potential victim of a pincer movement between several Romans, he notices that the Romans are not bothering to scrutinise the teachers, all of whom are standing on stones a couple of feet high. There is an empty, unoccupied stone just by Brian, and as a soldier gets uncomfortably close to him, he nips onto the stone, and the soldier passes beneath without so much as a glance up at him. Brian hovers on the stone for a couple of seconds and then sees another Roman looking at him suspiciously. Brian realises he needs to start speaking.
Don't pass judgment on other people, or you may get judged yourself.
What?
I said, don't pass judgment on other people, or else you might get judged too.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, right, thank you.
Well, not just you, all of you.
How much do you want for the gourd?
What? I don't. You can have it.
Have it?
Yes. Consider the lilies.
Don't you want to haggle?
No.
What's wrong with it then?
Nothing. Take it. Consider the birds.
What birds?
Any birds.
Why?
Well, have they got jobs?
Who?
The birds.
Have the birds got jobs?
I think I missed the start.
They do all right, don't they? The birds? But they don't do any work?
That's not their fault.
What?
There's no jobs for them.
No, that's not the point.
What's the matter with him?
He says the birds are scrounging.
Look. The point is, they're doing all right, aren't they?
Oh, good luck to them.
Yeah.
Very pretty, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right. They eat, but they don't grow anything, do they?
Well, nobody's asking them to.
Oh, OK. And you're more important than they are, right? Well, there you are then. What are you worrying about? See?
I'm worrying about what you've got against birds.
I haven't got anything against birds. Consider the lilies.
He's having a go at the flowers now.
Give the flowers a chance.
No, I'm teaching. Look, there was this man. He had 2 servants.
What were their names?
What?
What were they called?
Oh, I don't know. And he gave them some talent.
You don't know?
Well, it doesn't matter.
He doesn't know what they were called.
They were called Simon and Adrian. Now,
You said you didn't know.
Yeah.
well, it really doesn't matter. Now, the point is, there were these 2 servants.
He's making it up.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Wait a moment. There were 3.
Oh, he's terrible, isn't he?
No, 3. Well, Stuart, 3.
Oh, dear.
No, dreadful.
Get off.
And he gave them each some talent.
I've heard it. Awful.
He gave one
Let's go.
10 talents. No, 5. Blessed are the
I'm going home. Come
the cheesemakers, for they shall inhabit our girth.
I'll give you 2 for the gourd.
No. Blessed are they.
3.
They who convert their neighbour's ox, for they shall obtain mercy.
Rubbish.
That's my final offer.
No.
4 then.
Cursed are.
Yeah.
Cursed are they who go off and listen to false teachers and join false sects.
Enjoy forced sex?
What?
Enjoy forced sex?
No.
Oh.
Join false sects. And who? Yes. And who enjoy forced sex.
What?
Oh, yes. Forced sex, I say.
What's this?
What's listening to this?
Oh, yes. Cursed are they who force their attentions on innocent, helpless victims and do dirty things, like slaking their unbridled lust on gorgeous 16-year-old Scandinavian girls. Yes.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
The very word, madam. Disgusting. Very disgusting. But
Shocking.
I shall not shirk my duty to tell you about these things in detail. The foul tweaking of pert little pink-nippled breasts massaged in oil. Tiny, plump, goose-pimpled bottoms. Wicked, wobbling, hairy, great private parts.
Running across the square towards Brian.
For I am the teacher who dares to tell the truth. For you have the right and the duty to know these things. For without such knowledge, how can you decide how to
What?
punish?
Punish!
Oh! Punish! Oh, yes, punish!
Oh, my friend.
They shall be punished, all right.
Punish!
Oh, the punishments I can tell you about. And I shall.
Oh, yes.
Tell us your name!
Yes, tell us your name!
Tell us your name!
It's Brian.
Brian! Hey, is that your god? It's Brian's god! It's the holy god!
What shall carry it for you, master?
I want it.
My brother and I shall carry the holy god of Jerusalem henceforth.
Just throw it away. Look.
How can we obtain eternal life?
Eternal life, master.
Eternal life!
I shall tell you all these things when the time is right.
When will that be?
Probably the beginning of next week.
When?
Tuesday.
Anyone not make Tuesday? How's Tuesday for people?
The morning or afternoon?
Well, morning's tricky for me.
I can do the afternoon.
Early afternoon.
You can do the afternoon. Morning's all right.
How about lunch?
Yeah, it's fine for me.
Yes, Tuesday lunch again.
See you then. Hey. He has disappeared.
A miracle!
A miracle! Been taken up.
Taken up!
You're good, mister.
Oh!
The gourd has been taken up too.
The god is ascended!
Another miracle.
Another miracle!
Brian slips off down a side street. After a few paces, he is safely away and relaxes. A spring comes into his stride. A suspicion of a swagger. Just as he starts to bounce with good spirits, 4 Romans come round the corner in front of him. He turns away in one movement and gets his beard out again. But as he's about to don it, he realises that the Roman can see what he's doing. He pets the beard, puts it in the gourd, picks up the gourd, and uses it to shield his face as he sets off again. Romans watch him suspiciously, then start following him. Brian slips round a corner, and the Romans break into a run. Brian rounds a corner. He recognises Matthias' house. A lowly town dwelling. Brian...
Who is it?
Brian, can I hide?
Oh, yes, of course. Romans, is it? Yeah. It's Brian of Nazareth. He's on the run too, everyone.
How do you do?
The ladies saw me just round the corner and... Quick, they're coming!
Sorry, go in here. Look, I'm hiding here. Coming. Get in there, Brian. It's cool.
In there?
Yeah, go on. Here's a straw. Come on, beat through that. Coming. Oh, dear. Go behind here, then. Go on.
How'd you do?
How'd you do?
Are you with us?
Yes?
We have reason to believe you are hiding a well-known thief and troublemaker named Brian of Bethlehem.
Me? No, I'm a poor old man. I've no time for lawbreakers. My sight is poor, my legs are old and bent.
What? Silly person. Guards, search the house. You know the punishment laid down by Roman law for harbouring a known criminal?
No?
Crucifixion.
Oh.
Nasty, eh?
Well, it could be worse.
Could be worse? What do you mean, could be worse?
Well, you could be stabbed.
Stabbed? It takes a second. Crucifixion lasts hours. It's a slow, horrible death.
Well, at least it gets you out in the open air.
You're weird, you are.
No, sir, couldn't find anything.
All right, but don't worry, you've not seen the last of us, weirdo.
Big nose.
Watch it.
Phew, that was lucky.
The old Capernaum's been completely ruined. The road through.
Well, look at Jericho. Yes, put the road.
Oh no, who is it?
Romans.
Oh, Cheese City. Oh, everybody. Yes.
There's one place we didn't look.
I'm just a poor old man. Have pity. My eyes are weak. My legs are old and bent.
Have you ever seen anyone crucified?
Crucifixion's a doddle.
Don't keep saying that.
Nope, nothing there, sir.
All right, but we'll be back.
Oh, thanks, Matthias. Can I stay here for a bit?
Oh, yeah, if you don't mind sharing. There's a place somewhere up there.
Open up!
Oh, you haven't given us time to hide.
Come on.
Oh, I'm just coming. I'm a poor old man. My legs are old and bent and my eyes are weak.
Cut to Brian behind the curtains looking relieved. Suddenly there's an enormous shout from the crowd. Brian spins round to find he's on a small rickety balcony sticking out from the house above the heads of the kneeling crowd, some of whom have glanced up and smiled.
Master, there he is. He has returned.
No, I haven't. Go away.
It's Tuesday!
It's not Tuesday.
It has become Tuesday.
It's Friday afternoon.
The miracle of Friday afternoon that has become Tuesday.
Go away.
Brian throws his gourd at the crowd. It hits an old man on the head and shatters.
Oh, a blessing.
People throw themselves on the ground, scrabbling for pieces of God. One man picks up an oddly shaped piece of God. Look! The piece of God that passeth all understanding! After Bob Monkhouse is arrested again. At this moment, the balcony begins to give away. In desperation, Brian, with Errol Flynn-like panache, flings himself at the clothesline and slides gracefully over the heads of the stunned and amazed crowd across the street and right into an open window. Onto a bed, a blousy pansexual turns over restlessly.
Oh, not again, Joe.
Brian leaps to his feet and is off through the door. The lady sits up rather surprised, perhaps even disappointed. Who is to know? Brian races downstairs, cuts across the courtyard again and across the courtyard. Then he makes the door to the street but stops short as he catches sight of the centurion and two Roman guards who are interrogating a wretched man. His wife and kids look on.
Honestly, you're making a big mistake. I'm not him.
Your wife says you are?
Yes, he's the one you want. Brian of Hebron.
Nazareth?
Yeah, Brian of Nazareth.
Right.
Oh, dearest, tell him, please. Tell him where I was last night, sitting at home.
No, he was out raiding Pilate's palace.
No, I wasn't.
He was, wasn't he?
Oh, yes.
Come on, Brian.
And my name's not Brian.
Oh, no.
No, he's Errol.
We always call him Brian, don't we?
No, look.
Right, we'll take your husband and question him, and if there are charges, he'll come before the court in Jerusalem.
Oh, he's the one, all right. I shouldn't bother questioning him.
Don't bother me that.
Brian, seeing there's no way out, doubles back across the courtyard and out of a back entrance into a quiet street, sound of crowd in distance. Well, we have to give him a fair hearing.
Why?
Brian runs up the street. A beggar accosts him.
Spare some money, sir. Spare some money for a limbless old Samaritan git.
Brian, now slaps him, runs straight into another rather larger beggar. He is young and bronzed. Spare some shekels, sir.
What?
Spare some shekels for a powerful young psychopath, sir.
Psychopath?
Yes, sir, a poor, huge youth, almost completely unable to control his murderous impulses, sir.
What is it?
I can feel it building up. Oh, dear.
What?
Oh, the senseless violence. Another outburst is on its way. Quick, give me some cash. Quick, it's the only thing that helps. Oh, here comes the red mist. Oh, shit. Quick.
There.
Oh, sir, sorry.
What?
Sorry, it's not enough, sir. I really am sorry. This won't do any good at all. Quick, give me some more. This is a bad one.
How much?
Give me everything you've got to be on the safe side with this one, I'd say, sir. I'm really sorry it had to be you that copped such a bad one. Here, give me that. I think I'll be all right for a few seconds, I think. You best op it quick, sir. Op it, you fool. There's still time. Hey, sir.
Yes?
What's that on your wrist?
It's...
Oh, the pain.
Brian turns and runs off, pursued by the psychopath. He finally shakes off the psychopath by racing round a corner, comes face to face with a crowd of followers. He doubles back, vaults over a dead camel and races out of the city, by the city wall gate and past a line of crosses in the background on Calvary. As he passes them, he loses his shoe. He hesitates, but then races on without it. Maybe it falls a few feet, so that retrieving it would take too long. The followers run up after Brian and stop as one bends down and finds the shoe.
Look!
He has given us a sign.
He has given us a shoe.
The shoe is the sign. Let us follow his example.
What do you mean?
Let us, like him, carry one shoe, and let the other be upon our feet. For this is his sign, that all who follow him shall do likewise.
No. The shoe is a sign that we must gather shoes. We must gather shoes together in abundance. Let me have
Get off, leave my shoe alone.
No, it is a sign that we must, like him, think not of the things of the body, but of the face and head. Ow!
Give me your shoe.
No, I'm praying.
We've got to find him first.
Yes, good idea. Come on.
Bring the shoe.
No, cast away the shoe.
Put it on.
Clear off.
I will keep the shoe and put other shoes with it.
Okay.
Let us follow.
Yes. The shoe.
But cast away our own shoe.
Yes, that is.
What? No, leave my shoe alone.
Let us lift our shoes on high.
Yes.
Let us pray.
No, come on.
Come on.
Cut to Brian. Cut to Brian, racing or rather limping along a path which stretches straight ahead of him. He looks behind and then takes a deep breath and scrambles up the sheer side of rock. He climbs and climbs. Cut back to the followers. Cut back to Brian, climbing up higher and higher. Cut back to followers. Cut back to Brian, very high up now. He looks down and sees the followers coming up the path below. Cut to the followers marching into the same shot where Brian left the path. They go straight on. He runs up a narrow rocky path. He can turn neither left nor right. At the top he looks down, and to one side of the path there is a hole no more than 6 feet across, in which crouches a bearded mystic. In a meditative position, he has a bowl of berries with him and a little bowl of water. This is Brian's chance.
Hey! Which way's the path? The path down to the river. Can you tell me where it is, please? Which way? Please help me.
He leaps into the pit.
No! Oh, my foot! Oh! Damn! Damn! Oh, damn and blast and damn! Shush! Don't you shush me! 18 years of silence, you shush me!
What?
18 years of total silence, and you were right.
I'm sorry.
I haven't spoken for 18 years.
Look, I didn't realise. Look, I'm sorry. Look, please be quiet just for another 5 minutes.
Oh, there's no point in being quiet now. I might as well enjoy myself now. The times in the last 18 years when I've wanted to sing. Da-dee-dee-dee-dum-dum. Oh, da-dee-dee-dee-dee. I'm alive. I'm alive.
Shush, please.
Cut to the reactions of the followers who react to the sound, marvelling. Brian fights and struggles rather gracelessly with a yelling, noisy old hermit. Hello, trees. Hello, sky. We have found him. A miracle. His shoe was right. The miracle of the shoe.
Please.
He speaks.
Speak to us.
Speak to us.
Go away.
A blessing. How shall we go away?
Just go away and leave me alone.
Show us a sign.
He has shown us a sign. He has brought us here to this place.
I didn't bring you here. You followed me.
It's still a good sign by any standard.
Lord, your people walked many miles to be with you. They are weary and have not eaten. Show us a sign.
Look, is that my fault they haven't eaten?
There is no food in this high mountain.
Oh, what about the juniper bushes over there?
A miracle!
No, it's not. It's not.
The bushes have been made fruitful by his
They
word.
have brought forth juniper berries.
Of course they brought forth juniper berries. They're juniper bushes. What do you expect?
Show us another miracle.
Yes!
Go away.
Do not tempt him, shallow ones. Is not the miracle of the juniper bushes enough?
Oh, yes.
Lord, I'm affected by a bald patch.
I'm healed. The master has healed me.
A miracle!
I never even touched him.
I was blind, but now I can go.
Prevent further hair loss, master.
You're Trevor, you hadn't spoken a word for 18 years till he came along.
A miracle!
He is the Messiah.
He hurt my foot.
Oh,
My foot, Lord. Have my foot. Please have my foot.
Keep back.
Come on, keep back.
Come on.
Don't push the Messiah around. Come on.
I'm not the Messiah.
I say you are, Lord, and I should know. I've followed a few.
Come on, don't keep sticking that baby in the Saviour's face there.
Come on, give the Messiah a bit of room, will you, please?
No, please.
Hold it down now.
Come on, calm down.
Please, all of you, listen.
you're making a mistake. Honestly, I am not the Messiah.
Only the true Messiah denies his divinity.
Yes,
yes.
Look, I mean,
Well worked out.
what sort of chance does that give me? All right, I am the Messiah. Now, fuck off!
Must we fuck off, oh Lord?
Go!
Go on, you know what the Saviour said. Fuck off!
Yes,
Yes,
Lord.
Lord, we
shall fuck off.
We shall fuck off.
Let us all fuck off
Let
together.
us fuck off together.
Let us go.
Hello. Hello.
Oh.
Can we talk to you, Lord?
Just for a moment.
About eternal life.
Brian wakes. We see a pretty lady asleep beside him. He starts, then a happy smile crosses his face. He feels great. He leaps out of bed, swaggers to the window, throws the shutters open and stretches. From outside, the crowd all kneel down and take off their shoes.
There he is!
There he is!
Brian! Quick, it's Mother.
What?
It's Mother. Quick, get in there. Quick.
What is it?
Who are you?
I'm Karen.
Look, quick, get in there. It's Mother.
What do you mean it's Mother?
It's my mother. Quick.
I thought you were the Messiah.
Brian! Look, I am, oh, quick for God's sake.
Well, doesn't she know?
Not yet.
Why don't you tell her?
Brian! Look, hang on, Mother. The door doesn't seem to be, it seems to be jammed a bit. Hang on, I'll get it open soon. Get in there.
But, oh.
Shh.
But.
Look, it is written that you should get in there.
Oh,
It's never jammed before.
Here's the one that's going to lead us out of captivity.
Done it.
Well,
Hello, Mother. I must get that fixed.
don't allow me. All those people outside. What have you been up to?
Well, they said they might pop by.
Pop by? Swarm by more like one.
No.
You're not having him in here. Tell him to go away. Go away!
No.
He can't come out today. He's got to help me with the house.
The Messiah! Show us the Messiah!
Who?
The Messiah!
The Messiah!
There's no Messiah in here.
Mother.
There's a mess all right, but no Messiah. Go away.
Brian!
Right, my lad, what have you been up to?
Well, Mother.
Out with it. Come on. What have you been up to?
They think I'm the Messiah, Mother.
What have you been telling them?
Well, I am the Messiah, Mother.
What was that?
Giggles from the cupboard.
Nothing?
Who have you got in there?
They're,
Right, now what are they doing in here?
they're two of my disciples. Mother.
Disciples? They haven't got a stitch on.
They just came in to talk about eternal life, and it got a bit late, and they sort of stayed.
The Messiah!
The Messiah! Give us the Messiah!
Now you listen, he's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Now go.
Who are you?
I'm his mother, that's who. Now go away.
Behold his mother! Behold his mother! Hail to you, Mother of Brian!
Now you stop that.
Praise be to you, Mother of Brian! All hail to you!
No, don't think you can get round me that way. He's not coming out. That's my last word.
Let us see him! Let us see him!
No.
He will lead us out of captivity!
Lead you out of captivity? He won't even put his sandals on. Now shove off. Go away.
No!
Did you hear what I said?
Yes!
I see. Like that, is it?
Yes!
All right. Well, you can talk to him for 1 minute, but not a second more. Do you understand?
Yes! Yes!
Promise?
Well, all right.
Right. Here he is then. Come on, Brian. You can talk to him for 1 minute, and then you come and do the carrots.
Hosanna! Hosanna!
Tell us, Master, is it right that we should pay taxes to the Romans?
Yes, should we?
Yes, tell us.
What?
Should we pay taxes to the Romans? Tell us now.
Well, I'm very glad you asked me that. This is not an easy question. It is one that each and every one must face individually at this point in time. But I think we must be wary of quick and easy solutions. To use an analogy, we must not bolt the stable before the horse has disappeared.
Dodd.
Could I have the next question, please?
Pardon?
Oh, could I have the next question?
Tell us how we shall inherit eternal life.
Another good question. Thank you, madam.
That's enough. Come on. No, you've had quite long enough. Come on, Brian.
Sorry, everyone.
We bring gifts.
Gifts. Now, all right then. Those of you who have gone to the trouble of bringing gifts can see him, but only for a few minutes. Form a queue down there right that way, and mind you wipe your feet when you come in. Do you hear?
Are you a virgin?
I beg your pardon, young man.
Well, if it's not a personal question, are you a virgin?
If it's not a personal question, how much more personal can you get than that? Have you brought a gift?
No.
Well, get lost then. Oh, go on, Brian. Go down and thank all your nice followers. Go on. And you two girls get some clothes on this minute and give us a hand stacking the gifts and we'll say no more about it.
We now cut to Sermon on the Mount, day close-up of plump businessman Hosea, which recalls the close-up of JC just after the titles. There's also a huge crowd listening to him. Up he gets.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. If I may have your attention. Before I hand you over to the main speaker this afternoon, I'd like to say a few words. First of all, may I say how pleased we are to have such a good turnout today. These things do take time to organise, and it's always nice when other people make the effort too. Secondly, Mr. Papadopoulos, who has kindly loaned us the mount this afternoon, has asked me to ask you to leave the mount as you find it, as he will be needing it himself later on this evening. Thirdly, I have also been asked by Mr. Papadopoulos to remind you about our rule concerning waste matter from the donkeys. Will you all please make the effort to spread it around a bit and not leave it in one big heap like last time? Well, I can see you all can't wait for the sermon this afternoon, so without further ado, it is my very great pleasure to introduce Brian of Nazareth.
There was a master, and he had 2 servants.
Pulls right back.
And he said to one servant, "Why do you try to put that plank in your colleague's eye?"
We are now right at the back of the impressively large crowd. The mount is in fact fenced off, and there's an admission gate where admission money has to be paid to gain entrance. 1 or 2 posters are on a board nearby. Reg is checking the takings. Oh, it's a very good turnout, brothers. This afternoon looks as though it's a big step forward.
I have come to hail the new leader. Where is he? Where's the new leader? I wish to follow him.
Right.
Hey, leader.
No, he's the regional organiser.
Yes?
I must speak with the new leader, he who is hailed King of the Jews.
Why?
Well, it's time, you see, time that we Jews racially purified ourselves. But first we need the leader. He will find us more room to live.
Yeah, well, he's a busy man, you see.
We should move into the traditionally Jewish lands of Samaria.
What about the Samaritans?
We can put them in little camps. And after Samaria, we must move into Jordan and create a great Jewish state that will last 1,000 years.
Yeah, well, you see, the problem is...
I grow impatient, you see, for the leader that has been promised our people for centuries. The leader who will save Israel by ridding it of the scum of non-Jewish people, making it pure, no riffraff, no gypsies, no Romans.
Such Romans, yeah.
I don't care, I have my men. Men?
A phalanx of armed, rather sinister men appear, fall in impressively.
Impressive, eh?
Yeah.
Yes, we are a thoroughly trained suicide squad.
Yeah?
Oh, yes, we can commit suicide within 20 seconds.
Do what?
You don't believe me? I think you question me.
No, really.
I can see you do not believe me.
No, I do.
Enough! I prove it to you. Squad!
Hey, leader!
Commit suicide! See?
Ah, Yes, very, very good.
I think now you believe me, yes?
Yeah.
I think now I prove it to you, huh?
Yeah, you certainly did, yeah. I've got to see someone about...
All dead. All of them. Not one living. He's dead. And this one's dead. I tread on his head, quite dead. And he's dead, and he's dead. All good dead Jewish boys, no foreigners. But they died a hero's death, and their names will be remembered forever. Helmut, Johnny, the little guy, the other fat one. Their names will be remembered eventually. Something worrying you?
Yeah, are you going to leave them here?
You think perhaps I should not have killed them?
Not on a Sabbath, perhaps, but people will be coming out here and...
Today is Saturday? Aye, may God forgive me, this is terrible, a terrible sin. A sin for which there is only one penalty. I must say sorry.
Oh, not too bad then.
No, I cannot face such a penalty.
What?
It is too much of a disgrace. I would rather die than say sorry. That's it, I will kill myself like a man. Farewell. I shall not live to see that state that lasts 1,000 years.
Hey, who's going to move the bodies then?
No, I have changed my mind. It is too easy to die. That is the coward's way out. I must live. That is very brave.
Oh, I see. Right, give us a hand then.
Don't you think it's brave?
Well, it's not all that brave.
Oh, I think it is so brave not to die. What was that? I think there's one of you that is not dead. There is somebody here who is only pretending to be dead. Stand up. Who said ow? You're not dead either. Neither are you. Up. Stand up, all of you. So, not one of you is dead. God, is there not even one dead?
No, sir. Really?
Why not?
We thought it was a practice, sir.
A practice?
Yes, sir.
Who's going to believe you're a proper suicide squad if you only practice?
Sorry, sir.
Where's your credibility, man?
Sorry, sir.
What's this blood then?
It's a precaution, sir. We carry around the little pigskin sachets. Sachets, excuse me, sir. In case you suddenly need to impress someone.
You know what you are? You're a shower! A non-Semitic, mutinous, racially impure, cloth-eared bunch of Roman lovers. Now go home and go to bed without supper. And tomorrow you get no chicken soup or pretzels. Don't worry, they're good boys, really. It'll be all right on the night.
Our attention is taken away from Otto because at this moment Brian finishes his sermon. The crowd rises. Brian walks away from the spot where he's been sermonising, back round the mount towards a knot of disciples and helpers. His entourage gesture to him. Go back.
No!
Yeah, go on, Lord, go on.
Go on.
Yeah, go on. Fantastic, Lord, fantastic.
Terrific.
Really?
You were wonderful.
No.
Oh, you were?
You were divine, Lord.
Listen to them.
Look, I went wrong on that parable.
I didn't notice he covered beautifully.
We knew, because we know it, you see, but...
I was at the back, nobody twigged.
All right, Master, we got to get you out of here. Where's the donkey?
It's just down there.
Right, come on, quick. They're going mad out there.
Honestly, Master, that was great.
What about that boob?
What you said about putting a needle through the camel's eye?
Got to laugh.
Yeah, but
you went with it. It didn't matter.
But maybe we should keep it. It's a nice touch.
Makes you human.
And then immediately you went after the rich people, so no problem.
Oh, poor old Rich. You really laid into them.
Took them apart.
I'm telling you, all that stuff about poverty is pure gold.
They're off now. Brian trotting quite rapidly along on the donkey, the others trotting along beside him. Spectators come around and applaud. Is he notching sticks? Good sermon, but not a great one, I think. Yeah, I felt, as in some of Christ's early work.
The Romans will have to watch him.
Who's the one with the blue eyes?
That's you, isn't it?
When's he on again?
Exterior.
Hey, that's him. Oh, it's him.
Exterior street today, we pick up Brian again, on his donkey with his entourage hurrying along with him. Various passers-by stop as they recognise him and they nudge each other. Some of them manage to hurry up to Brian, shoving their way through the entourage. Could you cut a notch on this stick for me, Saviour? Thank you. And one for my girlfriend.
I saw your juniper berries miracle. Fantastic.
No, I didn't.
No, really, absolutely fantastic.
No, look, actually, I didn't.
No, really, I'm not just saying that because I'm talking to you.
Now, could you just touch this hem for me, Master? It's
Look,
not for me.
all right.
It's for my daughter. Could you do this one for a friend, please?
Hey, look, I don't want to do it.
You're Brian.
Yeah, she knows.
Do that bit when you cure a leper then. Go on, come on. He can't now, he can't.
We'll get a leper. No!
Ascend into heaven then.
Yeah, ascend into heaven.
No, no, come on, boys,
Saviour, my son will never forgive me if I don't shake you by the hand.
Could you just do these 3 sticks, Saviour?
Come on, please.
My son will go stark staring mad if I tell him I've shaken you by the hand.
Well, you better not tell him then.
Could he just touch the baby?
Master, could you just do this one?
Oh! Yes, all right. There you are.
Thank you.
Not at all. My pleasure.
Excuse me, where are you taking that donkey?
Oh, just a souvenir.
Put it back.
No, it's not for me, it's my wife.
You can have some straw.
Don't wave that baby in the Saviour's face. He's touched it once. Come on.
Yeah, just one handful. Come on.
Brian and company are outside the door to the restaurant where there's a commotion in the street as Otto and 24 of his impressively armed soldiers march up and halt in front of them.
Hey, leader!
No, it's not me, it's him.
Oh. Hey, leader, don't forget, we are ready to die for you whenever you give the sign.
What sign?
The sign that is the sign. That shall be the sign. We shall be waiting in the hills. Men, forward!
Silly bugger.
Come on, there's lots here for you to notch. This one's for Elsie.
Yes,
come on, please. Interior of the inn, the maitre d's desk.
With 13, please. It's for the Messiah.
I can't do you all together, but I can give you a 4, 6 and a 3.
No, we've booked a room upstairs.
Please, can't you get us in?
No, I'm sorry, really.
Just her and me.
Sorry, strict orders.
We only want to touch him.
It's just 20 minutes this time. It's very simple. We buy an olive press, lease it back.
It is urgent.
What's the matter with her?
She has a headache.
A headache? Look, the lepers are queuing.
It's very bad, and we have to go out to dinner.
I'm sorry, madam, he's having supper.
Only take a moment. I mean, I will see him privately.
And at the end of the financial year, he can do what he likes with the profits, redistribute them to the poor, or reinvest them.
Please, we come all the way from Damascus. We really love him. She knows all his parables off by heart.
He's not illegal. I mean, it's in that sort of grey area.
I'm sorry, no.
You realise, I suppose, that her husband is ex-mayor of Gath?
The only thing is, it would have to be in somebody else's name.
Is he prepared to endorse it?
No, he's not doing endorsements.
Could he just mention it in the prayer? Something about daily fish.
Can he do a charity on the 23rd?
No, he really doesn't do charities.
So, cash in hand, tax-free?
No, I'm sorry, no.
A sudden commotion. A bit of roof falls down. They all look up. The fat woman on the litter is being lowered through the roof. She has a headache.
Fade up on the same scene. It's a couple of hours later and quite dark. The various supplicants are now sitting, waiting patiently. We move inside the inn, up to the room upstairs. Supper is being finished at one end of the table. Brian and Hugh are enjoying the company of Mandy and Cheryl. They're a bit tipsy and very relaxed. There's a faint area of romance in the air. At the other end of the table, however, the atmosphere is very different. Reg, Francis, Stan and Rachel are in a serious political discussion. Judith's attention is wandering.
I feel most strongly that to advance his claims in this area can do the movement nothing but good.
Thank you, Rachel. Now, in the light of Brother Rachel's statement... Sister Rachel's, sorry.
Sister and brother, please, Reg.
Sibling?
Yes, I think I can live with that.
Judith?
Yes? Yes.
Thank you, Sibling. Sibling Rachel's statement, I now propose that Brian be entered into the minutes as King of the Jews, and a pari passu that is teaching...
Doctrine.
Doctrine. Thank you, Sibling. Sister, sorry, Stern.
Loretta.
Sorry, Loretta. That a religion based on his doctrine shall inevitably supersede all other creeds and religious beliefs. May I have a seconder for that, please? Thank you, Francis. And that the whole matter of his being the son of God...
Or daughter.
No, Loretta, sorry. This was discussed under AOB at our last meeting. It was decided on a close ballot that the phrase son of God was not anti-feminist per se, ipso facto pro tem. Now...
If you hate the Romans so much, Reg, why do you embellish your chairmanship with their imperialist praise-mongering?
What do you mean?
Per se, ipso facto. It's Latin, Reg.
Latin? Sorry, siblings, for dropping that frightful revolutionary clanger. Sorry, can we take my self-abasement as read on the nod? Thank you. Now, this whole Son of God can of beans is remitted to the Divinity Subcommittee for further consideration. Right,
absolutely.
Item 4, the attainment of world supremacy for our faith within the next 5 years.
No, hang on a minute. Shouldn't we discuss the future of the Eastern Mediterranean first?
That was going to a subcommittee.
Yeah, that's right.
Stand there.
Yeah.
Eye contact
Loretta.
across the room between Brian and Judith reaches a crescendo of suppressed sexuality. The director calls a wrap for the day. With a political discussion in full flow in the foreground, Judith leaves. After a moment, Brian rises furtively and follows her. We can come up with a satisfactory voting formula. It may be unnecessary to remit the question of the future of the Eastern Mediterranean back to the subcommittee. Brian and Judith are in the garden. Judith, at last, wants to really kiss him. Or wants really to kiss him. They get nearer, slowly, gently, with infinite erotical delicacy. She takes his beard off.
Oh, Brian.
Oh, Judith.
Right, you under arrest. Right,
Brian is led away by the Roman soldiers. Fade. We start in Pilate's room.
Bloody Romans!
I'm afraid we have no time for witty riposts. Take him away.
Come on, you little meat. Hail, Caesar.
Hail, Caesar.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir, but I'd like permission to clear the crowd from outside the palace. Oh, hail, Caesar.
Hail Caesar.
We can't move the crowd. It's a Passover.
They're getting out of control. We've got to do something, sir.
The huge noise from the crowd outside. They all look. Cut to a close-up of Judith's face peering through a grill in the palace wall. The crowd behind her. Huge noise.
Brian!
Cut to Judith's eye line through the grill. Brian is being hustled down between two guards towards the cells. He catches sight of Judith. His expression hard.
Brian, I didn't know anything about it, honestly. Brian is hustled away. Another guard, youngish, leans up by the
Hello,
grill.
dearie. You want to come to the crucifixion this afternoon? Should be worth seeing. He's the 148th they've sent down already, you know.
Judith runs away. Cut to Pilate's room. They're all looking out of the window. The centurion is looking very anxious.
There's only one way to deal with them, Centurion. I shall address the rabble personally.
Yes, I don't think that's a terribly good idea, sir.
Let me come too. I may be of assistance if there is a sudden crisis.
Oh, my God. Cut to the downstairs restaurant, where the Last Supper is still in progress. The rest of the place is empty, chairs stacked on tables, rubbish all over the floor, general stale atmosphere of the restaurant the morning after. The revolutionaries are meeting, and above their heads is a small window at street level through which we can see the feet of a crowd as they file past, surrounded by their kids and dogs.
I think we all realise that any new universal creed is going to have its teething problems. If we're all talking of total planetary domination, I think we are.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think 6 years is more realistic.
But even 6 years is optimistic, siblings, unless we can smash the Roman Empire within the next 12 months.
All of it, Loretta?
Wait a moment. I can't read this. Yes, all of it.
Right.
Agree?
Agreed.
Absolutely, yeah. But as empires go, this is the big one. So we've got to get up off our arses and stop just talking about it. It's acts that count, not words, and we need action now.
Yeah.
Right. I agree. We could sit around here talking all day, passing resolutions, and making clever speeches. But it's not going to shift one Roman soldier.
Right. So, let's just stop gabbing on like this. It's completely pointless, and it's getting us nowhere.
Right. You're right. This is a complete waste of time.
Right. Well, let's settle it. Right. Well, obviously, before we act, siblings, we must discuss how we're going to act.
He's been arrested. They're going to crucify him. Cut to the cells. Cut to Brian, manacled. Then reveal a line of prisoners shuffling forwards, their legs manacled together. Brian is at the back. A centurion is checking them off on a list as each one comes forward.
Crucifixion.
Yeah.
Good, right. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each. Next. Crucifixion.
Yeah.
Good. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each. Next. Crucifixion.
No, freedom.
What?
Freedom for me. They said I hadn't done anything, so I could go free and live on an island somewhere.
Really? Well, that's jolly good. In that case, you
No, it's crucifixion, really. Just pulling your leg.
Oh. Jolly good. Out of the door, line on the left.
Yes, I know the way. On the left.
Yeah.
Cut to Brian being pushed nearer. Cut back to the revolutionaries. Judith looks desperate. Crucify him?
Yes.
Who? Donald?
No, Brian. Who's Donald?
Donald, you know.
What, the tall bloke when he came to one meeting?
No, that was Trevor.
Brothers, may I suggest...
What happened to Donald?
He got crucified.
Oh, Donald's been crucified, has he?
Yeah.
I thought Donald had been crucified.
What about Brian?
Yes, brothers.
And sisters.
Sorry, Stan. Loretta.
Sibilant. May I suggest that we put domination of the eastern Mediterranean seaboard lower down on the agenda for the moment and discuss the Brian situation now?
Just to clarify, will discussion of the domination of the eastern seaboard be dealt with under any other...
Yes, we'll cover that, don't worry. Right, but the Brian situation is definitely the most urgent problem on the north. Thank you. So could I have a proposer for that, please?
Yeah.
Judith looks slightly worried. Cut to impressive exterior of palace steps leading down to a forum. A line of guards is struggling to keep back a surging crowd who chant, "Romans out! Romans out!" A dozen men of the crack private guard jog out from a tunnel and take up strategic positions around the steps. A trumpeter appears. Pilate and Bigus and the centurion appear at the top of the steps. Pilate holds out his hand and silence falls.
People of Jerusalem, men of the province of Judea, Rome is your friend. To prove this friendship, I propose to release on your recommendation a wrongdoer. Who would you have me release?
Release Roger!
Release Roger!
Release
Roger!
We want
Roger! Roger, who is this Roger?
He's not anybody, sir.
What do you mean, you silly man?
Well, we don't have anyone of that name, sir.
I'm sorry, but we have no Roger.
Oh. Then release Wadwick!
Release Wadwick.
We don't have a Roderick, sir.
No Roger? No Wadwick? Who is this Wadwick? To whom you refer?
He's a wobber!
Yes, he's a wobber!
He's a wobber! He's a
Are you sure we have no Roger, no Wadwick? They say he is a wobber and a rapist.
And a rapist!
Centurion! Why do they titter so?
It's just some Jewish joke, sir.
Are they wagging me?
Oh, no, sir. Cut back to close-up of Brian looking ever more anxious as he gets nearer to nicer sweaters.
Crucifixion?
Yes.
Through the door on the left, one cross each. Thank you. How many is that, jailer?
What?
How many is that?
You'll have to speak up so he's there for the poster.
How many have come through? Oh dear.
I'll make it 96, sir.
Oh dear. Such a waste of life, isn't it?
All these bastards are. Crucifixion's too good for them, sir.
I don't think you could say it's too good for them. It's very nasty. Crucifixion?
Yes.
Door on the left, one cross each. Thank you.
Not as nasty as something I thought up, sir.
I know where I can get it, if you want it.
What?
Deaf and mad, sir. Don't worry about him, sir.
How did he get the job?
Bloody pilot pet, sir.
Come back to the steps of the forum. The crowd is chanting in unison.
Centurion, who can we release?
Simon the Syrian, sir, or several Samaritans, or Samson the Sadducee.
Let me speak to them, Pontius.
Oh, no.
Come on, release Wadwick.
Cut to revolutionaries in restaurant. Judith is looking desperate.
Yes, I'll take the point, but the agenda has to be adaptable to take account of urgent matters that may arise subsequent to the finalisation of the agenda, such as in this case, the capture and imminent crucifixion of Brian.
Judith can wait no longer. She slips away. We see her running down the street.
Cut back to the forum.
Silence! People of Jerusalem, we are truly honoured to have present in our city at this time of Passover a man who is the leader of one of the quack legions of Rome. Sergeant! Bring that man here!
He points to a giggling old man in the front of the crowd. A sergeant and a guard drag the man, still laughing up the swords. They reach the top and the guard draws his sword over the wretched, giggling Jewish person.
Listen to me! This man shall die if there is so much as one more snigger.
The giggling man stops giggling immediately and the sergeant puts his sword to the man's throat. With a strong effort, the mighty crowd of 5,000 control themselves. An uneasy silence falls over the forum. Many a member of the crowd is biting his lips viciously. Others are trying to hide behind their companions. The tribune gazes around imperiously. Bigger Stickus steps forward. He eyes the crowd with a commanding and imperious glare. They are instinctively subdued.
You have heard the word of Pilate. He will free a criminal to you, but we have no Roger. We have no Roderick to give you. But you have been offered, nevertheless, Simon the Syrian, several Samaritans, and Samson the Sadducee. That's something, surely.
The man with a sword in his throat is killed.
Silence! Silence! This man is the highest wine-going world! I see nothing funny about our man Wayne!
Cut back to the cells. Brian, looking terrified, is being shown out in the yard. There's one man left in the line.
Crucifixion? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
Get a move on, big nose. Some people here are waiting to get crucified.
Oh, you see, that's what I have to put up with. Yes, door on the left, one cross each. Next, I ought to see a lawyer.
How about a retrial? We got time.
Shut up, you. Get in line.
I'm only sending him up.
Shut up.
Miserable bloody Romans, no sense of humour.
Oh, please, look.
Big nose spluttering follows the rest of them out. Exterior, the yard of the prison. 141 crucifixes are all lined up in ranks with their crosses. In the distance, we can hear the voices from the forum.
All right, crucifixion party. We will be on show as we go through the town, so let's not let the side down. Let's keep in a good straight line, 3 paces between you and the man in front, and a good steady pace. Cross over your right shoulder, back tight up against the crossbeam. You'll be there before you know it. All right, Parvers.
Crucifixion party! Party, wait for it! Forward! They shuffled off with groans and creaks. As they move off, there's a shout from inside the prison.
Lucky bastards!
It's Ben.
Lucky jammy bastards!
Cut to Judith running through busy streets. Suddenly in the distance she sees a group of people arguing amongst themselves. Some are holding their left shoe above their heads and some are holding their right shoe above their heads. One is holding both shoes. They're obviously Bryanites belonging to different sects.
The master saith, carry the right shoe in the left hand.
No, carry thou the shoe in the left hand, that the right may be kept free for household work.
Judith rushes up to them. The Romans have arrested Brian.
Arrested Brian? Brian?
She runs on. They jabber among themselves and then run off. Judith runs into a house and up a lot of steps. Onto a roof.
Take your shoes on and help.
Tense music. There's a basket on the roof. She moves it across and opens it. The pigeons fly out. Cut to a man on a roof in a village outside the town looking out. He sees the pigeons flying up from the city walls. He also has a basket which he opens in turn and looks up into the air. A lot of rabbits run out. He looks surprised and then annoyed. Damn. Cut back to the forum. Uproar. Biggus is desperately summoning up all his vast resources of oratorical skill.
Men's lives are at stake.
There is no Roderick! There is no Roderick! Release Brian of Nazareth!
You mean Brian of Nazareth?
Yes! Brian of Nazareth! Release Brian of Nazareth!
Back to the procession of crosses trading through the city. They're going up a particularly steep road. Some are already beginning to crack. One man, Alfonso, seems to be particularly making heavy weather of it. A rather saintly passerby comes out and quietly but authoritatively addresses him. Let me shoulder your burden, brother. He takes Alfonso's cross.
Oh, thank you.
He looks around and races off. Hey!
Oi! What do you think you're doing?
Well, it's not my cross.
Shut up and get back on with it.
Oh, he had you there.
Got you. Back to the forum.
We have no Brian! We have no Roger! No!
We have got a Brian, sir.
What?
We have got a Brian, sir. Remember, we pulled him in tonight.
Well, go and get him, man, rapidly. Hang on. We do have a Brian.
Wait!
Brian of Nazareth! It was Brian of Nazareth!
The centurion runs off towards the cells. The city wall, not meaning that the hill does not have a city wall, but that the hill itself is without, i.e. outside the city anyway, is what it says here. The procession is now swelled by several stall holders and crowds of people all joining in the fun and hurrying up to get the prime sights on Calvary. The crucifixes are breathless and panting under their loads. Shots of Brian toiling along, looking more and more dejected. A man in front of him, fairly elderly, stumbles and slows down. Parvis shouts at him. Better move on there, or you'll be in trouble.
Oh dear. You mean I have to give up being crucified in the afternoon?
Shut up!
Oh, that would be a blow. What have anything to do?
Thump.
Oh, thank you.
Centurion plus 2 young guards rush down the steps into the cells. They take in the empty cells with the doors open. Where have they gone?
What?
They got out to the out of the mountains, sir. 140 crosses, sir. 16 bags of nails. It's a holiday, see, sir.
Well, which way did they go?
Up the.
Oh, never mind. Come on. The centurion, they rush out into the guard.
Up the Putnam Way, right along the Wailing Road. Turn left at the Deer Gate. Up the North Jerusalem Road, along the North Wall, out the North Gate, sir. It's opposite the speech therapist, sir.
But they're long gone. Cut to Judith running along the stairs. Running downstairs, she comes into the street. Down another street, she sees the revolutionaries walking determinedly in a phalanx. She runs after them. Cut to the rabbit man. Breathless, hot, toiling up a mountainous track. He holds a rabbit under each arm. He gets to the top of the hill, and there, dramatically revealed in a camp before, is Otto's army, larger than anyone had ever imagined, particularly John Goldstone, i.e. nearly 20 of them. He holds the rabbits up aloft and brandishes them. A sentry down below sees them and turns and yells to Otto.
The sign!
Otto leaps to his feet.
Men, to arms!
They all grab their weapons and arm themselves. Cut back to Calvary. Cut to the Mount of Calvary. The line of crosses is being erected. The crosses are in double or treble ranks. Roman troops try to keep the crowds back as far as possible.
Move back there.
A lot of stalls are already set up. People buy things, popcorn and so forth, and sit on the ground to watch the crucifixions. In some cases, whole families have come along with picnics. Wide shot. We see a crucifix being raised up efficiently into position by 2 or 3 Roman soldiers. They stand back to admire their job. Big noses up there.
I'll get you for this, you bastard.
Oh, yeah? You and whose army?
Oh, I feel very sorry for you, mate. Just wait till I get my hands on you.
Your hands are nailed up, big nose.
Oh, right. I did warn you. You had your chance. Roman git.
Shut up, Jew, or I'll stick a spear in you.
Who are you calling Jew?
You, mate.
I'm not a Jew. I'm a Samaritan.
Is he a Samaritan?
Why?
Well, this is supposed to be just a Jewish section.
Look, it doesn't matter. You're going to die in a day or two.
Well, it may not matter to you, Roman, but it certainly matters to us, doesn't it, darling? Yes, it certainly does. You see, under the terms of the Roman occupancy, we are entitled to be crucified in a purely Jewish area.
Pharisees separate from Sadducees.
All right, we'll soon settle this. Hands up those who don't want to be crucified here. All right, now just shut up, the lot of you. Who's next? Lie down on the wood.
Well, it's not my cross, you see.
What?
Well, it's not my cross. I'm only looking after it for somebody.
Where's Brian?
Cut back to the square. Terrific din from the crowd. They're breaking statues.
Brian!
We can't hold out much longer, sir.
Where is that centurion?
Cut to another street. A lot of market stalls along it. A centurion and 2 young guards appear and rush down it. Come on, out of the way, out of the way! Watch it! There's a few crosses left.
Nice bar, sir. Souvenir as well. All painted with local artists.
Out of the way!
Oh, can I buy one?
Cut back to Calvary.
Just lie down. I haven't got all day.
Yes, of course. I quite understand. I hate to make a fuss.
Look, we've had a busy day. There's 140 of you lot to get up, so just cut the rabbit and get on with it.
Is he Jewish?
Will you be quiet?
We don't want any more Samaritans around here.
Belt up.
They push the cross on which the saintly passerby is roped up into the air and start fixing it in its socket. Will you let me down if he comes back?
Yes, we'll let you down. Next.
I wonder...
What?
Sorry. Do you think you could possibly send someone to look for him?
Next!
Brian is roughly grabbed and pushed out onto the cross. Cut back to the streets where the centurion is trying to get a young soldier away from a stall. Not now, man, for God's sake!
It's just what I want.
Only 25 shekels, boys. Beautiful decoration, anyhow.
Come on!
All right, 25 shekels.
Don't you want to haggle?
No time.
Cut to Otto marching down from the hills. Cut to Judith with the revolutionaries approaching the city gates. Cut to the sky. Brian's cross is raised up into its slot. Brian in fear and agony. Funny agony, but agony. Slight pause. Voice from the next door cross.
See, that's a bad one, you up. You been rescued, Brian?
Is it a bit late now, isn't it?
Nah, we've got a couple of days up here, plenty of time. Lots of people get rescued. My brother usually rescues me if he can keep off the tail for more than 20 minutes. Randy little bugger, he's up and down like the Syrian emperor.
Cut to the Centurion and young soldiers. They have been stopped by yet another tradesman. The Centurion is trying to persuade the others from making any more purchases. They're still haggling with the stallholder.
Cavalry, put this round the lamp with the crosses twinkle, makes the tablecloth for a curtain.
Oh, they're nice.
Judith and the delegation of revolutionaries arrive at the crosses. They see Brian's cross with Romans about it. They look furtive and wait until the coast is clear. Cut to Otto, gathering speed as he and his men approach the city. Judith and the delegation see the Romans move away from Brian's cross and go down the line. They furtively come out into the open and approach Brian. Hello, Brother Brian.
Thank God you've come,
Reg. We, the People's Popular Front, Francis of Judea, Reg of Judea, do hereby offer our sincerest congratulations at this time of martyrdom, Brother Brian, for making this supreme sacrifice, whereby you have supplied our cause with a true martyr, in whose proud memory we can continue the fight against the Roman imperialist aggressors, excluding those concerned with town drainage, roads, housing improvements, vintners and all other Romans who contribute to the welfare of Jews of both sexes and also hermaphrodites. Signed on behalf of the PPFJ, etc. And I would just, like myself, Brian, to add a personal note of my own admiration and praise for what you are doing. Yeah. He rolls up the scroll. Two Roman guards have meanwhile walked past and nodded in recognition.
Bye, Brian.
Yeah.
Come on, Brian.
Keep it up. Terrific, Brian. Well done, mate.
Great for the course, mate.
Judith is the last.
For he's a jolly good fellow,
for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow,
and so say all of us.
I love you, Brian. I'll never forget what you've done for all of us, Brian.
For he's a jolly good fellow,
I'll always love you.
Jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, and so say all of us.
Centurion and the young guards are hurrying up to the first crucifix. They're carrying armfuls of gifts and toys and souvenirs. Centurion says, "Clear off! Now, which one is Brian of Nazareth? I have an order here for his release."
Oh, I'm Brian of Nazareth.
What?
That's me. I'm Brian of Nazareth.
Right, get him down.
No, I'm Brian of Nazareth.
I'm Brian.
I'm Brian.
I'm Brian of Nazareth.
I'm Brian. I'm Brian. I'm Brian. Shut up. I'm ordering all of you to be quiet. I'm warning you. I'm warning you. Right, they've got one of the prisoners down. Right, take him away and have him released.
No, I'm only joking. I'm not really Brian.
They carry him off anyway.
I'm not Brian. Honestly,
He's not Brian.
It was just a joke.
That'll teach you. I'm
I'm
Brian. The Centurions start to carry off prisoner 3. Cut to Otto appearing over the rise.
The signal! Charge!
Charge! Captain Roman! Seeing this formidable army bearing down on them, they finger their swords rather nervously and think about running away as there's only about 6 of them. Brian's face lights up with renewed hope as he sees Otto's army. The army arrives under the cross, swords held aloft. The Romans have all retreated to a safe distance.
Leader! We die for your cause!
Immaculate precision they run themselves through. Blood everywhere. One or two slightly take longer to kill themselves. Suddenly, stepping over the bodies, appears.
So, there you are. I might have known it would end like this. I don't expect you to stop thinking how I'd feel, did you? Oh, no. As long as you can do whatever comes into your head. Well, if that's how you treat your mother, all I can say is, go ahead, be crucified, see what I can. To think everything I've done for you, I've scrubbed and slaved, and this is all the thanks I get. I never want to see you again, Brian.
Mother, Mummy.
Cheer up, Brian. Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side of life. For life is quite absurd, and death's the final word. You must always face the curtain with a bow. Forget about your sin, give the audience a grin. Enjoy it, it's your last chance anyhow. So always look on the bright side of death. Just before you draw your terminal breath. For life's a piece of shit, when you look at it. Life's a laugh and death's a joke, it's true. You see, it's all a show, keep 'em laughing as you go. Just remember that the last laugh is on you. And always look on the bright side of life.